friend today found this glitch where if you put your finger in point mode, you can play with other people's like watches. Like if they lock their watch.
Okay, we heard about that one. So yeah, there's a report of a glitch that I'm not going to repeat because why spread it around? But yes, thank you. We know about that one. We'll patch it and fix it. But yeah. All right, let's go with Hello, who's talking to me?
Doing anything?
Oh, people having trouble hearing me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
I can't hear you for some reason.
Yeah, it's cutting out.
Sound great.
Did you meet him by accident?
Let's try switching microphones.
Wait, now I can hear. I can hear.
No.
I think
We're
good.
We're good.
Yeah, you can.
It might be based on proximity.
Okay, yeah. All right, hang on. Well, so yeah.
So maybe the speakers aren't working?
Stand in the middle of... Oh, are the speakers not working?
No, they're working. They're working.
Now we're good.
Okay. Alright, that's weird. Who programs this game? It's full of bugs. Alright. Let's go with... I was going with Dude Crew. Dude Crew, what you got?
Yeah, okay, someone... Yeah, Mike, dude. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, I think my network is really not working.
Hey, don't come in.
Okay, that's great. I've been imprisoned in my in my room that I've been making for about 2 days now. I finally figured out how to get out. I had to close my application each time. Do you know that that's been happening? Lately?
Can you bring food and water to him?
Yeah.
No, pizzas and cola.
Hang on, so say the first part of that question again, Crew.
Okay, I've been imprisoned in my freaking matchmaking room the whole time. Sorry.
Okay, so you got stuck in your room, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm mad. It's hard to enjoy the game when that happens. I like
B-Boss, I'm gonna give you the mic. I'm having some kind of network issue on my computer. I'm gonna have to restart, I think.
Oh, good luck.
Hello.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Gribbly.
Hope you...
Alright, so Dude Crew was asking, hey, he was stuck in his room for a while. Yeah, we had a bug where you would get stuck. I think if you were in a group and you were in a room that you had created, that you'd get stuck in that room. I think it should be fixed with the patch that went out today. And because Dude Crew is here right now, maybe that is proof that it actually happened. Because he's finally free from his room.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be fixed now, Dude Crew. Thank you.
I would have starved to death, maybe.
Yeah, we'll send pizza next time. Okay, let's go Serial Ninja here in the second row.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Okay, are you guys gonna make any plans to add like cash shop items? Because I'd love to support the game, and I don't have all the time in the world to put into it to unlock some of these things. So, is that anything in the future? Sorry, the question is, are we ever going to make items for cash? Is that what you're asking, Serial Ninja? Pretty much, microtransactions, yes.
Okay, so we're talking about a lot of different ways that we might fuse money into the game, and spending money for tokens is one of them that we've talked about, but we haven't decided on anything yet. Is that, in Serial Ninja, it sounds like that's something that you would like to see in the game, is being able to, would you prefer to be able to buy items directly or buy tokens? What makes more sense to you?
Buy tokens.
Well, yeah, I think that buying tokens makes more sense with the system that you currently have, because if you could just bypass that, then it kind of makes no sense. But, that being said, it'd be awesome if you guys had, I don't know, some skins that you could buy directly, and then other ones that are with just tokens. Maybe you can meet both ways, but I'm telling you, if you allowed it right now, my wallet is right here.
Same. And money's waiting for you.
Noted.
Second that.
Yeah.
Hey, and gifting items would be also a good idea. So maybe not gifting items, but gifting credits.
Yeah, that's definitely also something that I'm talking about, is a way to gift things or move tokens from player to player. Yeah, that's something that we're thinking about as well. Thank you. All right, let's go to this other side here. Let's go to Joseph Seed. Do you want to finish this? Delicious Rupert. Yeah, I'd love it. I'm getting thirsty up here, yeah.
It's got nothing.
Oh, thank you.
You said, oh.
Hey, I'm good. I'm set. Thank you. Do you have a question or no? Just you wanted to give me repair?
No, you just look thirsty.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You get, man.
All right, let's go down in front here. Sword Duck.
Okay, I got 2 questions for you. First off, I was messing around with the density slider and stuff, and I have shooting targets and stuff, it seems. And whenever you have one shoot too fast, and they sense they're like trigger sensors, and whenever you put it on 11,000, it doesn't move whenever you're getting shot by a weapon. And like getting that in between, I've noticed that like if you want to get it to the right amount, it's around like 20, like so it can get shot and bounce around. But like over 50, it will like stay in place whenever it's shot by a rifle. But having the 11,000 slider makes it really like using that little slider and trying to get like 20 on it out of 11,000, like something is like crazy hard when you like your remotes. And like I wonder if you could put like maybe a numerical input, or even like and also I'd like to see for the whole object that you build, able to change the density. Like,
all right, I'm going to give this to Votivator, and I'm going to have him repeat that question and answer it, because I am not sure what that's about.
You okay? Yeah, he wasn't listening.
Okay. So,
it's a slacker.
So the question was, would we be able to put a better way to change the density on things, because picking a rather small density out of an 11,000 scale is pretty hard. The answer is yes. I wanted to have a kind of logarithmic scale, because like at 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, you usually have interesting densities. So like air, water, lead, etc. So we'll probably have that in a numerical input. This was just like a very first pass. But yeah, it's good to know. I also wanted to get it out just to see what people wanted to do with it, and that would inform what we made the UI like.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was
Okay, I can hear
throw.
you.
All right, let's go to, is it Sam the Bean?
Yeah.
This hat, second row.
Damn the bean.
Alright, again, 2 questions. First off, are you guys planning on making another quest, kind of like Western themed or something? Because like got pirates, sci-fi, fantasy, and well, 2 fantasies. And B, I heard somebody mention One Piece. Is anybody here a weeb, or is it just me? Hey.
All right, so Sam's question, are we going to do another quest? For example, a Western themed quest. So the answer is yes, we will do another quest. And I'll take Western as a suggestion and pass it along to the quest team.
Dinosaurs.
That would be fun. Dinosaurs is another suggestion. I've heard zombies before.
Yes.
I've heard
Flying would be cool.
Yes,
circus quest. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Look at my suggestion.
Okay.
Meme quest.
Then Sam's other question was, are there other One Piece fans here? And then they said that they were.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the back. We got a question in the back. Back row.
Oh,
I see somebody waving. Is it Saint Pepsi?
Yeah.
Oh, is Gribbly back in?
Alright, my
Grib, you want to trade that?
My question is regarding the custom rooms. Will there ever be a setting or maybe items in the box that could affect the lighting of the rooms?
Yeah. So, all right. Can you hear me? Am I?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I just got back on a different computer. So, So the question was, would we ever support lighting? And things coming out of the sandbox machine that would support lighting in the custom rooms? Yes, that is planned. We got way more work to do that we want to do first on like functional items, like things that let you do room logic and gameplay and stuff like that. But lighting is planned. We have some ideas that we want to do real soon, and then we want to get fancier with that later in the year. But yes, it's definitely planned.
All right.
I can hear him.
I can't hear him either.
If you wanted to do like an anime club or something like that, right? You could just
Wait, you're...
Alright.
on Recommender, then you can, yeah, I'm just saying, anyone who wants to do that kind of stuff, if you want to like meet up with more people who share the same interests, you can like make an event, and then all of you go to it, yeah. All right. Breakdown events. Okay, sorry, I missed a few, so I'm not sure who's next in line. So I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but let's go Venture 765.
I'm
gonna stand up.
So I have a question. What about the revive system? Because I've been seeing that pop up. So what's your plan for the revive system?
You mean the revive system in Quest?
No, there's a revive system in the
Laser
new
tag?
sandbox thing.
Huh?
The revive chip, maybe?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. Now I'm with you. Yeah. So the question was about the revive system in custom rooms. So with this update, we shipped a bunch of stuff that we kind of called player stats chips, and really what that is, it's to enable you to create kind of more complex games. You know, we've seen a lot of the cool PvP games people have been making. So we're making it possible to manage players, manage player stats, put stuff up on the scoreboard, stuff like that. So the revive chips let you kind of like have a health for a player, and when that health drops to 0, you can like set them to revive and like respawn them and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Finally, no accidental
Yes.
people with swords.
Okay, cool. All right. What else we got here? Let's go down the front here. Wolf 2634.
So yeah, my question is based on the merchant booth, or that's better suggestion. We already talked while you were gone about microtransaction and the things we could like implement for like tokens. But my thing is, if that's going to be included, some people like don't like microtransaction. Some people don't have the chance for microtransaction, and so
Well, they don't have
for
to do it.
example, the cat ears are literally impossible to get for some people. So if it's possible, or are you guys thinking of maybe like items for a weekly discount? So maybe like cat ears or other very expensive items are going to be like 50% or maybe 75% down for like a week only, and then in the next week there are other items.
That's row though.
So Wolf's question is, will we consider doing discounts for items? Some of the items in the store seem pretty expensive. Will we ever consider doing discounts? Short answer is yes. It's something that we've talked about maybe having sales or doing coupons or something. We don't have an exact plan for that in place right now, but it's definitely something we're considering. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Let's go over this side. Let's go with lots of geckos. Lots.
While we're on the subject of like coins and tokens, will there be a way to like get tokens more consistently or frequently? Because right now it takes like an absurdly long time in order to get any of the 5-star stuff.
We are also talking about ways for you guys to get more tokens. So right now, if you guys don't know, the ways to get tokens in the game, every day if you complete your first activity, you get some tokens. Playing more activities, you can get more tokens. The top rooms, the creators of the top rooms are getting tokens. And I'm missing one. Daily challenges is another way to get tokens. So those are the ways you can get tokens right now. We've got a couple designs that we're toying with of other ways to get tokens. And we're also thinking about other ways to spend tokens. So the token system is continuing to evolve over time. You'll get more items and likely more ways to earn tokens as well.
All right. Let's go Bob Ross with a hat.
Yeah. Okay, I actually have two questions. One, why is Votivator not level 30? He's a developer. And two, how are you currently making money at the moment?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. Bob Ross, give me a kiss. That's a wonderful question.
Spends all his time in prison.
Okay, so Votivator's level 27 because he's terrible at Rec Room, and that's where he caps out. That's as good as he gets. And then oh my god. Whoa. Okay, and then the question on how we make money. So we've been able to raise money. We have some investors who've given us money to make the game. We've been lucky enough to raise many millions of dollars. And so that's how we're able to make the game free. And so we're basically developing the game, making it free, trying to get as many people as we can play in the game. Ultimately, as we've always said, we are going to start charging for some stuff in Rec Room eventually. We can't make it absolutely free across the board forever. But that's something that'll roll out fairly slowly. And for now, the main focus for us is making it as cool as we can get and get as many people playing Rec Room as we can get. But we're investment funded.
All right, cool.
All right. All right, let's go up the back here. I can't. Oh, here we go. Nocturno. Let's go.
Alright.
Thank you for showing me your name.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, so a day ago or 2 days ago, me and a friend were talking about how there were old TVs in Rec Room. They're like these old little box TVs. So that kind of gave us the idea that, what if you guys made like a movie theater that showed not like just any video, but just only how-to videos or Rec Room Q&As, like just showing those specifically, so people can look in the past and, you know, see, you know, the old stuff or how to do something or whatever, so they don't have to go to YouTube, they just go into that room. So
that's a fun idea. So yeah, so the question / suggestion was, you know, we've got some old TVs lying around. They don't really play anything. Maybe we should put how-to videos and have a something we've been thinking about actually is and I'm not sure exactly when we'll get to this, but we're planning to do some work to kind of get some of the custom rooms more visible in the rec center. And we were thinking that one thing we'd do is like kind of have custom rooms and then maybe a door, which is like, what are custom rooms and how do I build them? And I could imagine having like a tutorial room or something where you just go in and it's like a combination of holotars and videos telling you what to do. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like
because
that idea.
you do own the rights to those videos, right? Well, even though you use them. Yeah, so, you know, you can use those instead of using random videos on the internet. So.
Okay. Yeah, good suggestion. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, let's go with Tweak.
I actually have two questions. All the outfits we have, will we be able to sell them in the merch booth by any chance?
That throw.
Was standing, and then I moved. Yeah.
Selling items.
We're working on it. All right. Well, the question was, are you gonna be able to sell the items that you already have back to the merch booth? Is that the question?
Yeah, and also I have a second question. In any of the Q&As, will we be able to meet Coach by any chance?
All right, so I'll answer the first question, then I'll give it over to Gribbly to talk about Coach. So right now we don't have any plans to let you sell back the items that you have already. Like I said earlier, we are planning other ways for you guys to get tokens, but nothing on the list right now is sell back items that you have. Is the idea that you're trying to, you have items that you don't want anymore and you want to kind of trade those in for items that you do want? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I mean, the hope is that we can find other ways for you to get that, but I'll definitely consider the need. I saw some on the Discord too, people talking about this, the desire to sell back items that are less desirable. Gribbly, you want to talk about if Coach is ever going to show up in one of these Q&As?
So the question was, can you ever meet Coach in a Q&A? And I would say yes, because Coach is in your heart. Alright, let's go with Deep Pig.
Alright, I asked this question a lot from friends that were not able to get here today. The thing is that when it comes to the fantasy quest side, normally right now it's unbalanced when it comes to short, shield, or bow. And how do you plan to fix that so there's more variety on your party?
Okay, so the question was about Quest, and so when you play like Golden Trophy or Crimson Cauldron, tell me the question again, is like how do we get a balance between swords and shields and bows?
Exactly, so not everyone in the party is using bows. So not
I see, so more classes. It's a good question. So I think the best answer I can give you on that one is when we do the next quest, that's something we can think about is how we can have a broader variety of classes. I think it's unlikely that we're going to go back and add another class to Golden Trophy or something like that. Never say never, but it's not currently planned. That answer the question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, who else we got? Let's go right up the back over this side. Let's go with Lots of Hope. Did I get that right?
Should you add a flying quest? I know you guys have flying, but I was wondering if you could add a flying quest.
A flying quest. All right, so yeah, so the question was maybe we could add a flying quest. All right, we'll take that under advisement. I mean, I've talked about this in the Q&As before. Definitely like kind of thinking longer term. You know, our goal is to make the custom room system able to build all kinds of things. Ultimately, we want you to build your own quest-like experiences. And so if we don't do it first, maybe you can build us a flying quest. Alright, Carthage, what you got? Alright, we got a question from Twitch here, from Cheese Pete, who wants to know, will we ever be able to sell circuits or maker pen objects and summon them in lobbies and stuff from the backpack? Right, okay, so the question was, would you ever be able to sell maker pen or circuit objects and maybe spawn them in different rooms from the backpack? So I'll answer the second part of the question, hand you off to B-Boz. So yes, we are definitely planning some kind of system where you can package up stuff you've built in one room and then take it to another room and spawn it there, so you don't have to like always build everything from scratch every time in your custom rooms. Don't really have a time frame on that. It's definitely something we're thinking about. We want to design that carefully so that we kind of get it right and it's very transferable. That's definitely something that we want to do and is on the roadmap for not too far away. For the selling them part.
One successful catch. All right. So basically the same answer as Gribbly for selling them. It's something that we get excited about, the idea of you guys creating stuff and putting it on a market, and so other players can give you tokens for it. Like, that's something that we're excited to move towards in the future. We don't have a specific design for it quite yet, and it's something we really want to spend time getting right. But yeah, I feel like it's something that's on the longer term roadmap if we get there.
Yeah, I think we would start by getting the object model figured out first, so we got like, hey, objects that you can get out of the backpack and stuff like that, and then think about how it relates to tokens. All right, who has not asked a question yet? All right, let's go with CEO. Sorry, Carthage, I'm back and forth, I know.
Hello.
Hello.
Will there be a possibility to try out stuff before you buy it? So something like dresses that I can put on and see if I like it before I buy them?
Hang on, where are you?
Sorry, you mean a suit or something? I don't think you
All
want
right.
dresses.
Yes, for sure. So one of the weaknesses I think of the store and the watch right now is you can't see the items on you before you buy them. So some things we're looking at along that path are like maybe you can tap on the item and just see a bigger version of it. But eventually we'd love to get to like a physical space that you're shopping in with other people and you can try items on. Like that's definitely something that we get excited about. So yeah, we want to head in that same direction as you can see.
That would be actually cool.
Yeah, Walmart.
All right.
Recmart.
Oh, wow. Recmart.
Okay, alright, I'm ready.
First one! Yeah!
Okay, who has not asked a question? Who has not asked a question?
Over here.
1, 2, 3 gamer? Alright, let's go.
I got it. Cool.
Okay, I've only got one answer, I'm sorry.
Well, first off, I was wondering if, like, any ideas of raising, like, the level cap from 30 to, like, I don't know, something like 40, 50, or 60 or something?
1,000.
Yeah.
70, 80, 90 is a good number.
Okay, and the second one was, like, when you, like, check a player's profile, if it will be possible to, like, check the rooms they created, like, on your watch.
Yeah, okay, let's do those in reverse order. So yeah, definitely we want to add it so it's kind of much easier to see which rooms they've created. As a workaround for now, if you subscribe to someone, it's a bit easier to find which rooms they've made. Yeah, it really should be possible to see which rooms someone's created. So that's something we'll figure out how to add. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Someone said it's also on RecNet, so you can check on RecNet and see which rooms feel. But yeah, get it in. Yeah, totally. Yeah, good idea. That's something we should add. What the other question was? I forgot it. Oh, the level cap. So I think, first of all, we wouldn't even think about raising the level cap until Votivator makes it to level 30. So that's going to be a while. Yeah.
Votivator, do it.
But yeah. So B-Boz, this is probably a you again.
Sure. You were on the streak. Does this work? Is this the mic? Where is the mic?
I can't hear you. That would be a microphone, B-Boz. Just in case you know what they look like.
Yeah, if I draw a microphone, does that work? So the 1, 2, 3 gamers question was, have we ever thought about raising the level cap? Sure, yeah, it's something that we thought about. 1, 2, 3 gamer, can you talk about like what you'd want out of that? Like if we raise it to 40 or 50 or 100 even, like what? Tell me about what you think you would get out of that or why you'd want that.
87.
Okay, I heard something that sounded actually kind of cool. Special items. I guess like if you reach like a certain cap, maybe like you get a certain item that like proves that like you're this level, and mainly like
you know, easier way to get tokens, as people have been like asking. Once you're level 30, you can't really get like level up tokens because you're already kind of max level.
I heard someone over here mention prestige leveling, which is a system that exists in a lot of other games where, like, you get to 30, and then you kind of start at 1 again, but you've got a little something next to your name, maybe, and then you, like, go to 30 again, you get another little something next to your name and start over. That's another system we've talked about, too. But, yeah, so I hear you. So maybe through leveling you would get new items or more tokens. All right, sounds good.
Each time you prestige, you get a bigger afro. I'm
gonna go high.
That was 100% on me. That was catchable throw. That was a catchable throw. All right, who has not asked a question? Up the back here? So I can't read your name. Okay.
Exuberant bat.
Hat and B-ball's shirt. Exuberant bat.
I was wondering if, like, after, because the match booth is now, like, all the items in the match booth is now in stock. Like, after like a week, it would come out with, like, discount items. And another question is if we could add a mode where we could sell and trade items for, like, later purposes.
So the super fireman in the back, who I can't read his name. Maybe I can. Exuberant Bat, is that right? Exuberant Bat. So he's asking 2 questions. One, maybe the merch booth. Now that we can buy all the items in the watch, maybe the merch booth becomes like a place for selling items, like for on sale. And then the second question was, can we trade items to and from each other? Is that right?
I didn't notice that you kept the
I kind of briefly answered both these questions before, but like, yes, is kind of the idea. The merch booth,
anything.
right now we're using it to like feature items to kind of show off the latest and greatest stuff in the store.
Not really.
I could see it eventually being used to
I
show
kind
off
of know
items
something
that
over
are
here.
for sale or for a limited time only. It's just a place for highlighting a bunch of items, and so a sale might be one way to do that. And then trading items and moving items amongst between players, that's another thing we're looking at. One thing that we're thinking about recently is like maybe there's an item in the store that is just that you can give to other people. So you would buy a gift box, and that's a gift box that just can go to other people. Or if someone here had an idea for a T-shirt cannon where you can shoot items, like maybe you have an event and you can give out T-shirts to people. So yeah, we're definitely thinking about ways for items to move from player to player. Thanks for the question. All right, behind my back.
Yeah!
Diving catch. I nearly injured myself, but it was worth it. All right, Notorious, what you got?
Is there ever going to be a plan to enable custom rooms to give out tokens at the end of game?
So the question was, is there ever be a system where custom rooms could give out tokens? Here's what I'll say about that. Stay tuned.
Oh, it sounds like it will be coming.
It's a hard maybe.
All right. HBL.
I love those answers.
Okay, so this is, I think it's a bug. That's what I think. Ever since I've been playing since like November, I've noticed that on Oculus in particular, if you're pulling the trigger, it doesn't really activate until you've pulled it like a third of the way in. And this makes it hard to like do variable width of ink, because you can't predict when it starts drawing. I don't know if this is a bug or if it's like Oculus specific, something you don't have control over. Or if you even know about it, but...
Motivated, do you want to talk about this one?
The Vive definitely does it, so...
My baby sister's right here.
So the question was, is there a minimum trigger press to get, you mean for tube extrusions, right? For like the width of tube extrusions?
So like, yeah, when you're like drawing a tube and like, you know, you can squeeze it a little bit to make a thin line. It's hard to predict because when you pull the trigger, it doesn't activate till you pull it like a third of the way. Like, is that a bug?
Yes.
Is my question. Is that a known bug?
It's not a bug. It's a minimum that we set. We might be able to set it lower, but at first, when we first implemented that, like the button had a little noise in it. So like if you set it to 0, it would like start drawing at weird spots. So it would just draw whenever it wanted. But so yeah, I think it's right now set to like you have to press at least 20% of the way or something like that to start. It's definitely something we could change, but we hadn't heard before.
Have some thoughts.
So one thing to think about. So like one thing we kind of find often across like touch controls and Vive controllers and PS Moves is they're not all the same. You know, yours might be particularly sensitive, someone else's might be less sensitive. So it's hard to kind of get like super precise with stuff like that. I'm kind of, you know, reading into your question like you want more precise control over the thickness of tubes and things like that. So maybe something we could look at is an alternate mode to like manually set the thickness. So rather than trigger, it's like you can set it to thin and it'll just stay there even if you pull the trigger fully. Would that be helpful?
That would be great, yeah. If you could set exactly how thick you want it.
Okay. Well, I enjoy creating work for Votivator, so I'm going to promise that that's happening. That's going to happen tomorrow for sure, without fail.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. No, we'll put it on the list for sure. Okay. Beautiful, Brian.
So, I was gonna ask, like in laser tag, for example, the head-up display where it shows the score of the
yeah.
Would you ever be able to like implement where you can make custom heads-up displays, like for custom rooms?
That's a really fun idea. So the question was, you know, if you play laser tag, that's one of the few. I think it's the only mode right now where you get like a HUD display. So it's got some kind of interface elements that are like kind of on a helmet in front of you. Maybe we could make that available in custom rooms so that you could do a custom HUD and stuff there. Yeah, that's not one I'd really thought about. It's a cool idea. We'll talk about that with the custom room team and put it on the list. So that's a really fun idea.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Who has not asked a question?
Me.
All right, who up the back here? It's Clarity. Let's go with Clarity.
So I know we talked about this before, but we need a speech bubble implementation for mute people. I have a bunch of mute friends that play this.
Oh yeah, so you can do like one of these, but type a message in it.
Yeah.
Or something like that, like where a keyboard just pops up and they just type.
Yeah.
Comes up.
Yeah, I think that one with whoa. People are leveling up all over the place. I think we've definitely. I think we've decided that we're going to do that. It's just a matter of when. We got to like figure out exactly when to do it. But yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Okay.
We're actually so. Let me kind of. We've been talking a little bit about adjusting the espresso menu and making a few changes to how that works, and like maybe like focusing more on facial expressions. So like more of this kind of thing. And making the chats, like rather than canned, Rocket League style chat, making it so that you always type the chat message. Does that seem like a good idea?
As long as they can communicate and people don't think they're rude on a quest, that's all I ask.
Yeah. How much do people use like the chat messages, like this kind of thing? Do many people use that?
Yeah, well, the mute people do. The mute do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like for people that aren't using their microphones, if we gave them like the ability to type a message, that might be better. Anyway, if you got thoughts, come to the Discord, talk to us about that, because we're thinking about making a change to de-emphasize the canned messages, having more facial expressions, and making it so you can type messages.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Don't let junior accounts have it.
Yeah, no, we can't let junior accounts have it for sure. No, that's for sure. All right, let's go with Jessica over here.
Jessica.
Okay, no worries. It'll come back to you.
Preset messages that you
can
choose.
Let's go with Alifi. What you got, Alifi?
No.
Oh, you thought no.
Well,
yeah.
You mentioned Rocket League, so they have the up, down,
Yeah.
left, right, but you can choose what you have on them.
Okay, yeah. Yes, that's another fun idea. Is maybe like have a couple of slots and you can choose what your chat messages are. Yeah.
And my question was, are you thinking of any other properties like density and such for the make
Zero gravity.
Yeah, I mean, so in this update we made it so you can change density. So is the question: are we going to do more stuff like that? Yes, for sure. Yeah, like so one thing I would say about that is one of our kind of high priority things right now is adding features that allow you to make stuff move around in custom rooms. And so yeah, adding density is part of that. We've got a pretty interesting plan for like adding the ability to kind of move things around and animate things. So over the next few updates, you should expect that we're going to give you tools to like start moving things in your rooms and controlling them with chips and things like that. Cool. All right. Who has not asked a question? All right, let's do Shoto, sniper for hire up the back here. Shoto, is your mic on?
Is your mic on?
Unmute it. If you have a VR, you may mute. PS4 VR. Maybe tap this and this.
Okay, hang on a second. So let's go with Love Dude. Shoto, we'll come back to you when your mic is working. Carthage, let's come down the front and do Love Dude here.
Love Dude, Alright, I haven't asked a question for a while. Basically, you guys were planning to add in go-karts. Since now you could fly around and walk around, and there's this black thing to cover motion sickness, whatever it's called. Why can't you just use it for go-karts? I mean, it's really that simple.
It's just that simple. Wow.
It's a good question. It's a good question. So definitely, I think I'm hearing a lot of echo. Who's echoing us? Has someone got their speakers on in the room?
It's Love Dude. It's Love Dude.
Is it Love Dude?
No, it's Love Dude. It's Love Dude.
I don't know why.
Okay, yeah. You might need to mute your microphone, Love Dude.
Put it on push to talk.
Put it on push to talk.
My PlayStation camera is doing the whole thing, not me, so I don't really
Well, we gotta put it on push to talk anyway, so.
Okay. Alright, anyway, so to answer your question, go-karts, I mean, definitely the calculation changed a little bit about, it's a little further along. We've seen that, some people can cope with motion sickness better than others. We've got the vignetting features, the kind of thing. So we are definitely thinking about ways to bring vehicles to Rec Room. I don't want to say anything too specific, but I've talked in previous Q&As that we definitely think of that as something that we want to support. Definitely, I don't know if we'll add our own go-karts mode, but we want to support vehicles so that maybe in a custom room people can build their own go-karts game. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Roller coasters.
All right, who has not asked a question? Neo, let's go with Neo.
Now, with the exception of the rec.net, do you think we could maybe come with like a mobile app for like phones?
Question is we've got RecNet now, which is you can post photos and you can now comment on the photos. Pretty fun. Question is maybe we could do a mobile app or something like that. We've talked about that. Don't immediately have it planned, but we think it'd be cool. So I think very likely we'll do that in the future, but I'm not exactly sure when. Be cool. Come and find it on the canny. Maybe tell us what features you'd want in that mobile. Like, would it just be a duplicate of RecNet, or is there anything special you'd want? It's a fun idea. We think probably in the future. All right, LZ.
It's actually IZ. That's my first question is, can you make the capital I look more like an I?
Point.
No.
Point proven.
All right.
But also, can you make the keyboard a little bit more functional, like maybe with a swipe feature or some autofill words so it's easier to type?
Yes. Question is, can we make the keyboard more functional with maybe swipe or autofill? Maybe. That work is not planned. We've got a lot of other things that I think would be higher priority, but maybe in what context would you is it just sending messages to people or typing?
Yeah, mostly messages. I feel like sometimes I'm trying to send messages back and forth to people that aren't in the room or with me, and it's laborious to type.
I think we'll have to look into if there's an autocomplete library or something we could use, because I don't think we'd program that from scratch, but we'll add it to the list. Hang on, someone's tapping me on the shoulder.
Any other thoughts about? Sorry.
Where the heck is he?
Usually below.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, Bilal's talking to me. Oh, wait. You don't want to know. You want to hear what he's saying.
Say hi for me.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
Everyone's saying hi, Bilal. All right.
Hi.
Is there a future plan to maybe make tickets and tokens? Either some kind of a currency exchange for tickets to tokens.
We're just talking about that.
No, it's slightly different.
Oh, okay, maybe.
All right.
So IZ was asking if we have any plans to put tickets to tokens currency exchange. Right now, that's not something that we have planned. Where we think of each game as sort of its own economy. We're trying to push more in that direction. I would love to have more higher cost items in laser tag, so that I know there's some players that just have tons and tons of tickets and nothing to spend them on. So that would be cool. But no plans right now to exchange between the currencies.
Right on. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Gribbly.
Okay. All right. So how are we on time? All right. We got another 10 minutes or so. So let's go with. Okay. Who's jumping up and down with the red name? I can't read your name. I'm sorry.
Blue YouTube.
Told him before, right?
Oh yeah, and we can get back to Shoto after this.
Customize dorm room. Can I customize?
Oh, customize the dorm room. So yeah, we've talked about this in the Q&As in the past. You know, currently the dorm room's the only like offline space in the game, so it's kind of like the one place we can send you if your internet connection drops or something. So what we've talked about doing, and I think we'll do sometime soon, is rather than let you customize the dorm room, we'll let you spawn directly into any custom room. So you could like put in your options. You were like, I want to spawn in 2 ferns, which is this room, or any room you own, I should say. So you could spawn in that. Would that do what you want to do? Yeah. So I think we would do it that way. But yeah, good question. Thank you. All right, let's go to Shoto.
Hi again. Can you add like video messages or like voice messages maybe if Unity can run that?
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, could we add video messages or voice messages? So rather than text messages, maybe this is a good way to deal with IZ's problem of painful typing. Something we've talked about is, we have holotars in custom rooms so that you can kind of record yourself and play yourself back. It seems like really fun if you could record a holotar message and it pops up in your watch and you get like a minitar-sized holotar that kind of sends the message. So we'd love to get to that. We're always busy with a million things, but yeah, we'd love to do something like that. So I think.
Thanks, Steve.
Shoto, you got more?
Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up, right?
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, Turtle.
When I was thinking like achievements to get tokens because I think there's not many ways to get tokens. And also another question for junior accounts. Some people like accidentally put junior accounts. Maybe you could there's an option where you could change junior accounts, but in order to change it, you have to verify from your email and the email that you use.
Okay, so Turtle's got 2 questions. One is maybe an achievement system to grant tokens, and 2, something about junior account. I'll let Gribbly answer. So achievements for tokens. So like I said earlier, we are thinking about a number of different ways to get you guys more tokens, and achievement-like systems are one of the things that we're considering. We've the weekly challenges are kind of achievement-like. And so we might do something that feels more like a traditional achievement system in the future. No promises, but it is definitely something we're considering. And then Gribbly, you want to talk about junior accounts? Yeah. All right. Between my legs.
What legs?
All right, perfect. Nicely done. All right, so yeah, on junior accounts, that is Turtle. That's exactly how it works. So if someone gets set to a junior account and they feel that that's appropriate, they're like, hey, I'm over 13, I shouldn't be a junior account. The way to handle that is to get in touch with us. We'll do a video verification call with you, and then we'll set your account to non-junior. So we have that process in play. If someone gets set to a junior account and they want to appeal it, get in touch with us. Talk to Sean. We'll get it figured out for you. Does that make sense?
Actually, one more question. So when you level up, you get each time you level up, you only get items. What if you can get other items? The pizzas, all that stuff, like the potions. Beer.
No, B-Boz is too mean. He won't do anything fun. All right, let's go with Dude Crew again. All right, we got five more minutes here.
Okay, so will you ever introduce a real type of gun in the game? Maybe just some physics.
Oh,
Shut up.
okay.
Alright, so the question was, would we ever add a kind of real sort of gun in Rec Room? Probably not in the official activities. You know, we kind of like keep Rec Room in a very sort of fun, welcoming environment, kind of keep it pretty broad. You know, but if people want to build, you know, a kind of more military style thing in a custom room or something, we're fine with that. But I doubt we'd add it for one of our games.
Okay, and will you plan to increase how much stuff you can have in a custom room in the future? Because
definitely always a goal to like allow you to build more and more stuff in custom rooms. You know, we try and optimize as we go. It's going to be an ongoing process, but yes, it's definitely the goal is to let you build more and more stuff as time goes on. So yeah, we'll absolutely do our best to make those limits as high as we can. All right, let's do CU.
Oh. Hello, it's not the same CU. We wanted to ask you if you would put more games like hide and seek, Wolverines, or wolf games, werewolf.
Wolf and those kind of games.
I heard someone say prop points.
And a second question is, will you geolocalize the game? Like Europe separated from United States and Asia, etc. They do on other games, and will also split the platforms. PC, PlayStation.
So I'll go in reverse order. So no plans to split the matchmaking on platform. We want to keep everyone one big happy family. You know, we do have global servers, and so we do kind of preferentially matchmake. So if you're on the European server, it'll try and matchmake you with other European server players, so that when you play paintball, the ping and all that stuff is as good as it can be. No current plans to kind of segregate along those lines, but we do have servers in different parts of the world that we use. What was the first part of the question? You asked me the first question, and I've forgotten it because I'm done.
The first stuff was asking to add more games like
like Werewolf and Hide and Seek and stuff. So honestly, like supporting those kind of games was why we added custom rooms and sandbox mode in the first place. Like, so people have played Sardines and Hide and Seek and different kinds of games. So a lot of them you can play. If there's features missing from the custom room system that prevent you from playing those games, let us know what they are, and we'll try and add them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Pepto.
Hey guys. So this is kind of a suggestion. We used to have on the custom page a list of all the brand new rooms that people had just recently published. I kind of feel like we're missing that now, and it's a little bit harder for creators of less popularity to kind of get their creations out there.
Okay, good thought. Yeah, we're definitely not done with the room browser. We kind of updated it to support the larger watch view recently, kind of redid it. I think that's a good thought. Like, we might need a way to sort by latest rooms or new rooms as opposed to hot or popular, right? Yeah. Good note. Yeah, we're definitely thinking about how to do that.
A question for a friend. They wanted to know if we're going to see Pirate Quest items in the sandbox anytime soon.
So the question was, will we see Pirate Quest items in the sandbox? Definitely a question that's come up before. So there's kind of two parts to that, one of which I'm qualified to answer, one of which I'm not qualified to answer. So the part that I'm qualified to answer is, so the kind of plan is, and hopefully this will be coming pretty soon, is we want to retire the sandbox machine and put all of the items you can spawn in the watch instead, kind of like we just did with the store. In fact, I think what probably the sandbox browser will look a lot like the store does, so you can kind of go through. And we're sort of holding off adding large numbers of new items to the sandbox mode until we do that. So once the new browser's done, then we'll add a bunch more items. The Pirate Quest items, they're a little bit special in that they kind of degrade and break, and we haven't really thought that's the only sandbox item that would do that, and we haven't really thought through all of the rules around what does it mean that you could like spawn a sandbox item and then it breaks and changes state. We don't really know how to think about that yet, but definitely the goal is we want to put all that stuff in the sandbox machine. We know people want the guns and the cork guns and stuff like that. Cool. All right, Serial Ninja, and then we'll go Greedy Squid, and then we'll do Sparky.
All right. I want to know if you could make the, or if you guys have any plans to make the consumables like a permanent version of them, maybe just for personal use? But something along those lines, maybe?
You don't want to share your pizza?
Serial Ninja is, will we get permanent versions of any of the consumables? Serial Ninja, are you thinking of any particular consumable that you want a permanent version of?
Well, I'm just talking, I think it'd be neat if we can have the potions instead of them being one-time use, or even the drinks, or pizza. Maybe something that only the person can interact with. I kind of understand it'd be unreasonable to just give pizza out to people. But almost one that's kind of like a personalized item that you can get for a lot of tokens or something.
You greedy man.
Yeah. It's not out of the question. Like the never-ending drink. Sure. The way we think of a lot of the consumables, we want them to be social. So we want them. A main goal of them is to be able to share the experience with other people. So the part about just you being able to interact with it doesn't resonate as much. But maybe a higher cost one that can spawn as many pizzas or as many root beers. I could imagine that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I only think personal just because I feel like there's going to be people that spawn gobs of them everywhere.
Right, you don't want to spam a room with a bunch of items. Yeah, I hear you. There might be a way to balance it, though. Ripley? How do you want to do this? Alright, I'm going to go along. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, intercepted! Wow.
Yeah.
5 points, blue.
Alright. Alright, Grady Squid, what you got? Grady Squid, is your mic on?
Are you a party?
I like how their head was bobbing like they were
Have you ever had a color wheel for the head on this?
Alright, so the question is, will we ever add a color wheel for the hair or stuff like that? Maybe. We definitely hear that people want more hair colors. We got to think about how we want to do that. But yeah, maybe. Maybe. Alright, Sparky, where were you? Did you have a question?
He's up here, yeah. He does.
It was a follow-up question to the Rec Room app. A real good necessity that I see in it is that if you allowed instant notifications or maybe using it to be able to message back another player without needing to be on your headset.
This is for that. Yeah, right. So if we did an app on the phone, like you could get like notifications when someone's sending you a message or something like that, and instant messaging back and forth. Cool. Yep. Yeah. All right, we'll think about that. All right, we'll take 3 more questions, then we've got to wrap things up. Let's do Cheese Pete. Then we'll come up the back here for Cyan Bob, and then we'll do one more.
I kind of have like 2 questions. So one is, can we have the dorm room as a custom room?
Can we have the dorm room as a custom room? Yeah, all right, we'll think about that one. Yes, maybe.
And the other one is, in the watch, could you have like a circuit kind of like playground thing so you can just build stuff in any room with circuits and just test stuff out?
I'm not sure I understand that one. So you want to like be able to like to build circuits like anywhere, just in the middle of Paul or in the middle of Quest?
Yeah.
All right. Probably we're not going to let you build circuits or make up and stuff in the middle of Quest. But we do plan to make it so that you can transport things from room to room. So you could be like, I'm working on circuit creation. I can spawn it in another room and keep working on it. Go to another room, keep working on it. But probably not in the middle of Quest or paintball.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do Cyan Bob.
I'm the guy who, if you remember me, I'm the guy who asked,
will they improve the thing that, that guy who had errors in the... Well, my question is, will they add furniture? Like, will they add furniture to the shop so then you can customize your room?
What was the question?
Will you be able to customize your damn room?
Oh, we're going to customize your dorm room. So we kind of touched on that one earlier. Like, probably not at least not in the near term, but we probably will let you spawn in any custom room, so you can customize that room and use that as your default spawning place. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. And okay. So last question. Let's do anyone who hasn't asked a question over this side. Who has not asked a question? All right. Let's go with Infinite Gamer, and then we'll call it.
Me.
Alright, I just want to say I love you guys' game.
Thank you.
I've been having an issue on RecNet. The feature with deleting rooms. I go through the process, type in the name in order to delete it, but the room continues to stay in my list of worlds. And
okay. All right. So that's a report of. So yeah, we added it so you can delete custom rooms on RecNet. You kind of have to confirm the name of the room and stuff to make sure. But you're saying it doesn't go away when you do that? Alright, I'll go yell at Crumbs. He messed that up, obviously. Alright, so we're going to call it there. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We love you. Thank you for playing Rec Room.
Thank you.
And find us on the Reddit, find us on the Discord. Let us know what you like, let us know what you don't like. We want to make things as good as we can for you. And we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Alright, bye all.
Okay guys, I'm going to go to a private room so I can answer y'all's main questions. So yeah. Okay. Let's answer some questions I know about. So, let me get in here. I'm gonna go to my wall. Okay, so somebody asked, what's the future of Rec Room and stuff? So the answer to that is they cannot disclose information about that much. And the other one was the app. If Hater's still in here, somebody asked about the app thing, so yeah. Yeah. Let me just turn back on my... Hello there.
Whoever wants to come to the party with me, you better fist bump me now, because I'm going with a friend now. We've been wanting to come for a while.
Oh, hey, cool.
Stop! No! Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side! Jesus Christ.
Hello there.
I'm dying! My throat's killing me.
Well,
your throat's killing you.
Oh, Hater.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's up?
Is it because of me?
That's a pretty cool skeleton.
Every Friday! Ha! Voice changer!
1 second.
Yes, I am very cool.
Baby girl.
I would not go in that if I were you. It's,
I can also do it without the voice changer.
This guy's a player right here.
I can also do it without the voice changer.
Well, good. You can do kind of a Siri kind of thing. Nice. Female. Or not, or male, excuse me.
Every Friday.
Hello there. Well then. That man is in the cart.
Oh, Lord, I'm...
Hey, you.
Well then.
Get out of here. Not Fortnite.
We're so weird.
So do I, but I don't even play it because it's trash.
Kinda same here. Fortnite's ultimate not as good as they say.
Exactly, no one believes me.
Well, I mean, how much people talk about it makes it so annoying.
Exactly.
I mean, if they didn't, I mean, I played a little bit today just because Thanos. I mean, they had an update because my YouTuber named S Sunday. He made it. He showed everyone how to get the gauntlet immediately. So.
Yeah.
I do not like that kid. He is worse than Junkrat. Hey, what's wrong with me? Oh, shut up, Junkrat. You imposted of me. Sorry.
Yo, is that Junkrat? I have a golden weapon for Junkrat. Junkrat, I'm a Junkrat main. Oh.
Tell me about it.
Fight me.
Down to the Well, bye everyone.
Best Spy. I mean, skeleton. Spy. That's out here. I can beat your ass as Reaper. Fight me.
Are you a Grandmaster Reaper?
About to be Grandmaster. I'm about
You're
to be.
Grandmaster?
About to be. Like a few more games.
Totally.
Total.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're all Grandmasters here. Well, I'm a Grandmaster Roadhog, so.
Mm.
Don't you dare think that Reaper counts as Roadhog. You know, every time a Reaper fights me, he always gets one-shotted.
This is, well, I play Reaper a very particular way.
Yes. And I still, it doesn't matter. Shoot me once in the back, I turn around, flip my hook, and you're dead.
I'm known for dodging hooks.
Super good at dodging hooks, you say. I'm super good at landing hooks, even if people try to dodge. The best person to land hooks on is Tracer. She's too predictable.
Exactly. Oh, well, you're shooting at me? Teleport behind you. Nope.
Just, it's like, oh, you're shooting behind me? I'll look this way. Oh, wait, I'm gonna turn back around. Oh, you're in front of me now. Like, seriously? People are super dumb.
I just got out of the Q&A, and some people asked some actual decent questions. For once.
Hold on.
My comment, my participant. This guy's
I know he is. Wait, oh, it's Ardoth. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, it's him. He's awesome, isn't he?
Get out of here. You can't even hide, stupid.
Hi there.
Stupid. Hi. But you stupid.
Because I'm stupid. I'm sorry if I'm so stupid, alright? Jeez.
1 second, let me just... Go here real quick. Okay, Mios, thank you for stopping by the little Q&A thingy, bobber. But overall, let's just say, we had some fun, right? So, yeah guys, I guess, peace.